Boom, tested for HIV, positive. My heart dropped. I was depressed. I was suicidal once before. I was his first love. He was mine. We loved each other very much. I ended up getting pregnant, right? And I had thrush in my mouth and I had hives all over my body. I was pregnant and I was going through that. I instantly was like, mother, like, you gave me HIV? I still ended up being with the dude. We have a son together, and I would say our relationship is very much cordial. You know, like, we cool. It's no beef.
A Michigan woman just went viral on TikTok for exposing the truth about how she got HIV 15 years ago. And when I tell you this story has everything, a fresh out of prison boyfriend, a brother who basically sold her out for drug money, and medical papers discovered at 2 a.m. while her man was out doing community service with his equipment. But here's what's gonna mess with your head. After finding out this man knowingly infected her, after he got arrested, after serving a whole 10 months, she went back and had another baby with him. So let's talk about what really happened here, because this TikTok confession, it's about to change how you look at every new relationship.
Hey, good morning, y'all. So, a lot of y'all know that I'm diagnosed with HIV, right? And I'm just here to say, I just got to say it because I be seeing the disrespect on Facebook where, you know, people be disrespecting people with HIV. And I just gotta say, I just have to say, y'all, we are all not bad, okay? We are all not them. We are not like the people that's out here giving it to people or spreading it. Like, in my eyes, I just feel like it's a choice, right? It's a choice. Whether you want to live or you want to die. You want to take care of yourself and look healthy, or you want to look sick. I chose to take care of myself, look healthy, look good as fuck the way I do, and take care of my kids and handle my business. But for everybody that be having something negative to say about HIV, like, shut the up. Please, until you do your research, you know what I'm saying? Then judge, you know what I'm saying? But until then, like, just be the quiet, because we all not nasty. We all not trifling. We all not out here passing it. And yes, you can date a regular motherfucker. You can date a regular person and not pass it on to them. For number one, they got medicine for that. It's called PrEP, right? Your other individual can take that while he's, you know, if y'all dating each other or fucking around with each other, boom. That can also prevent you from catching HIV too. But for number two, the person that's with HIV, take care of yourself. It's so easy. Like, if you just take care of yourself and you take your medicine, you go to your doctor's appointments and you do whatever the you need to do, like, that will really help out a lot of people. Like, that will help out your partner. That way you won't not passing it to nobody, or you doing all of that. Because all that other stuff, everybody just be making it seem like it's just so nasty and disgusting. Now, don't get me wrong, it can get nasty and it can get disgusted. But what I'm saying is, everybody like myself is not like them nasty motherfuckers. I care about myself. I care about others. I love my family. You know what I'm saying? So I do whatever I do to protect them. And I'm not about to be out here past to people. That's just something I'm not about to do. So I just had to clear the record up and let y'all know that yes, HIV can be prevented. Now, the other thing I want to get up on is, y'all, the people that do have HIV, we are not the one that bring it to this, okay? I wasn't born with it, no. I did get it from a who knew he had it, and he ended up giving it to me, but that's a whole nother story. But bottom line is, it's like, it's not, how can I say it? It's just like, it's most definitely like, you could make a choice on it. I had two kids during the time that I had HIV, right? Both of my kids is healthy as healthy. They don't have a trace of it. They don't have nothing of it. They normal. You know, they regular kids, whatever. Boom. You know, and I'm just here to say that, like, I just had to put it out there because I be seeing so many people that be downplaying it. And I get it. I be seeing motherfuckers that be exposing people having it. First of all, who is y'all to be exposing people? Now, if they out here passing it and doing that, then okay, I understand that. Like, I would expose their ass too, because I do not agree with that. I do not agree, and I got to make myself 100% clear. I do not agree with people out here that's having HIV, that's not taking care of themselves, and not protecting themselves from others, and they is giving it to people. Like, I do not represent that. That's not who I am. But I am going to be the voice for the people that is HIV positive, that love their family, that take care of themselves, that love themselves, you know what I'm saying, and respect others, you know? Like, I just feel like a lot of people just be putting it like it's this fucked up thing to have. And I'm not going to lie, like, it's, to me, I could have cured myself a long time ago. I just feel that way. I could cure myself. I could have cured myself a long time ago. All you got to do is detox yourself and keep 100. But like me, I love food. I'm sorry. And it's not bothering me. I feel like it's bothering other motherfuckers more than it bothers me. You know what I'm saying? That is true. I feel like whoever, cancer, syphilis, what is the other one? Lupus, any disease that people have, you know, or whatever. I believe that you can't cure yourself from God's green earth. You know, everything is through the vegetables. Everything is through the fruits. Everything is through the herbs. Like, I do believe that. But me, and this might sound crazy, but I had it for 15 years. And to be honest, it bothered other people more than it bothered me. And now that they do got this new medicine out that you take a shot instead of the pills or whatever, twice, no, once a month or whatever, but it's 2 shots or whatever, so you get it once a month. Like, I've been good, y'all. I haven't been looking sick, or it's, to be honest, it don't bother me. It really, really don't. It don't bother me. Like I said, I feel like it bothers other more than it bothers me. But I just really had to come on here and finally say that, like, y'all need to chill. And another thing is, like, y'all don't know what the fuck we go through. Being diagnosed with HIV, y'all need to, from now on, y'all need to start respecting your neighbor, because, like, it's something, it's hard to deal with. People be getting depressed. Shit, I was depressed. I was suicidal once before, and y'all thinking it's all games and jokes and you exposing and ill and all that type of, like, no, motherfucker. Like, if I'm not bothering you, don't come bothering me. Period. Y'all can take this message however y'all want to, but I'm just here to say, like, that don't be cool. And if you don't like my videos, or if you don't like me speaking the truth, then unfollow me. It's simple. I'm not pressed. I get love. I get support from my family. Like, that's all I need. That's all I ever need. My kids, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but other than that, like, I could care less who follow me or whatever. I'm just here to get the word out, because I feel like I want to be the voice for my HIV positive people. I'm gonna call y'all my positive people that's out there, that's battling the same shit that I'm battling. And on top of that, we living, you know what I'm saying? We living, we taking care of ourselves, we standing on business. So I'm just want to be the voice of those people. Now, the other people, I don't represent that. The people that's out here passing, they being nasty, they doing trifling things. No, that's a choice. I feel like you don't have to hurt people. You don't have to do this. You don't have to pass it. You don't have to do any of that. I feel like people just choose that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I've been having this for 15 years, y'all. 15 years. I'll be 36 this year. I had it when I was about to turn 21. Do you feel me? Since I was 20 years old. So it's like, yeah. But that's all I gotta say. I'm gonna post a video, because I've been on lately. Like, I've been wanting to say a lot of stuff, but I just been on lately. But I'm gonna post this or whatever. And if y'all like my video, please follow. And I'm thinking about putting it back on YouTube or whatever. I'm thinking about it, but yeah. All right, love y'all, my positive people. Peace.
all right, so she just said she could have cured HIV with vegetables and herbs but loves food too much. That's not how viruses work. But I respect a woman who chooses chicken wings over conspiracy theories. But let's address what just happened here. This woman has been living with HIV for 15 years, and she's more pressed about Facebook comments than the fact that the man who gave it to her is still walking around. She said it herself. He knew he had it. Which means every single time they were intimate, this man was basically playing Russian roulette with her reproductive system. And now she's on TikTok defending people with HIV, when the real conversation should be about people who weaponize it. There's a massive difference between having HIV and using it as a biological weapon. One deserves compassion. The other deserves a prison time bigger than 10 months.
Okay, hey everybody. So, some of y'all wanted to know how did I contracted the HIV virus, right? So I'm here to tell my story. But before I tell my story, y'all, because I've been getting like some weird people in my comments, and I'm just about to tell y'all right here, right now, baby, if you don't like what I'm saying, and if you don't like me, then nigga, you don't have to follow me. You don't have to comment on my shit. You can scroll past, get your miserable ass on. If you don't like what I say, if you don't like what I do, then nigga, this ain't for you. Okay? This not for you. But what y'all not about to do is try to tell me who I shouldn't date. Whether I should have kids. See, y'all tried it the last time. But baby, you can't bully me. Don't get on here and talking about what I should do. Because Rimmer ain't 35 years old. And Rimmer ain't gonna do what the she wanna do. And can't no stop me. Can't no bitch, no nigga stop me. Okay? And that's just gonna be that. Because best believe it, whether y'all like it or not, it is mother out there that love me and want me. Okay? I am a pretty enough. Alright? So don't get on my start talking that. Like, take that bull somewhere else. Because I will cuss your ass out and I will keep it moving. And that's just me being real. Period. Like, I'm not with y'all. You over here with me. I'm just telling y'all my story, and I'm just trying to spread awareness, you know what I'm saying, so people can, you know, take a different look at the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to show y'all how I live with it and how I cope with it. And you know what I'm saying? How it make me a better person, how it changed me. You know what I'm saying? All that. And that's cool. If you don't like HIV people, like I said, then baby, I'm not for you. My videos is not for you. To be honest, I didn't really want it to make no videos for regular people anyway. But if you follow me, then that's cool. If you want to hear my story, that's cool. Support me, I support you. But this is really for the people that's living with HIV. I'm trying to talk to my people. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all regular people really don't understand what we've been through. And see, that's the problem though, right? That's the problem. Y'all be wanting people to tell y'all they status and all this type of shit. But when we do, motherfuckers get judged. And y'all just don't know like how that affect us. You know, some people commit suicide. Some people do this and do that. Some people get on drugs. Some people just give up. Some people get angry. Like, bro, and it's why? Because we have negative motherfuckers like y'all. Some of y'all, not all y'all, because a lot of y'all show me love. So this ain't for the people that show me love. Like, for real. I got love for anybody that got love for me. But what I'm not about to tolerate is the bullying. Now, I am HIV positive. I'm not coming on here asking no fucking body to date me. I don't know why that duck neck ass nigga came on the comments anyway talking that. Listen, baby, I'm not the one. And I damn sure don't want you. But, yeah, like, I just don't got time for this. I really don't. So, if you gonna be negative, then please, baby, scroll on past me. Don't, because I'm gonna comment back. And matter of fact, we can keep on commenting back. We can keep on doing it. Because what you're not gonna do is disrespect me. Especially if I ain't did shit to you. Now, I'm here trying to tell my motherfucking story. Okay? And let me do that. I didn't ask for this. Now, anyway, had to calm down. All right, so I'm about to tell my story on how I had got the virus. Right? So I'm gonna take it way back when I was like around, I believe 18 or 19 years old. And me and this dude, right? I'm not gonna say no names or nothing like that. But me and this dude, we was real fucking close, like since we was teenagers, right? I was his first love, he was mine, or whatever, you know. I just know that we loved each other very much, right? So so he ended up getting out of jail around this particular time. Like, remind you, like, we always was on and off with each other. We was always on and off. He'll go his way for a minute, I'll go my way. He ended up having a baby by somebody, I end up having my baby by somebody, you know what I'm saying? And then we came back to each other, right? So this particular time, he was locked up, and then he ended up getting out, right? Now, him and my brother is real close. So when he got out, my brother must have went over there and kicked it with him. So instantly my brother called me, because I felt like my brother always wanted us to be with each other. Well, especially around that time, because he knew that the dude could provide, and he was a hustler. He was always, you know, with my brother and shit. So, all right, cool. So, yeah, my brother ended up calling me, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, yo, Ren, guess who out? And I was like, who out? You know what I'm saying? And he told me the person, and I was like, shut up, yeah, right. I said, okay, I'm about to come over there. So I end up going over there. Boom. As soon as I seen them, I hugged them, gave them a hug. We chopped it up. You know what I'm saying? We were just so happy to see each other. So we went in the house. We kicked it or whatever. But his baby mama came, right? He just had a little baby girl or whatever not too long ago. So anyway, she ended up popping up. So I'm like, oh, like, the baby mama here, I'm about to go. So I end up about to leave. My brother had my mama car, so he was like, yeah, Ren, here, boo, you know, you can take the car and go home, and I'll find a ride. All right, cool, boom. So I end up getting in the car. I drove home. So then later on that night or whatever, he ended up calling me, I guess when the baby mama left or whatever, I don't know, but he ended up calling me and all that type of stuff, and then we got to kicking it. And later on, not that night, but just, you know, a little months went by, we've been kicking it, you know what I'm saying? We was kicking it tough, we was hanging out, you know, we got the, you know, around. So, not once have he ever mentioned to me, that, he had HIV. I don't care. Like, I don't remember that at all. I don't never ever remember him mention that to me, you know, because that's just something that you will remember. Now, I do remember him saying that he had sickle cell, and how I remember that was because that was the first time I really heard about sickle cell. Like, so, you know, that shit will really stick in your head. But anyway, so I'm like, oh, all right, you know, I'm like, you got sickle cell, whatever the you know, that don't matter, you know, I love you for you, like that. That's what I remember. So months and months go by or whatever we was f***ing around continuously. Boom, I end up getting pregnant, right? So then when I end up getting pregnant, y'all, I ain't have no signs of anything. Like, when I found out I was pregnant, you know, they do the little tests on you and stuff like that, test you for everything, but I guess it wasn't in my blood right then and there, you know? So yeah, it wasn't in my blood, so I was fine. So I was doing fine, you know what I'm saying, yada yada yada. So I'm gonna fast forward it a little bit. I would say, like, when I got to 7-8 months, that's when I got a bad ass flu, right? I ended up getting sick real bad. Like, it was so terrible, y'all. People be like, COVID was bad. I never had COVID, but it probably could have been like that, you know. It was just so bad, and I had thrush in my mouth, and I had hives all over my body. I was pregnant, and I was going through that. But I still didn't understand what was going on with me. I just assumed that I was sick. I had a flu. And y'all, remind you, like, I was 19 or 19 around this time, or 20, like that. So I just didn't know, y'all. So I ended up going to the hospital, getting that checked out. They diagnosed me with the flu because they ended up giving me some Tamiflu type shit. I don't know. So boom. After that was gone. It lasted a minute, but yeah. It lasted a minute. Okay, so y'all stay tuned for part 2 because it's about to get serious up in here.
Her own brother pushed her toward this man because he was a hustler who could provide. Let's translate that for the people in the back. Her brother was getting kickbacks from this relationship. You know what we call that? Sex trafficking with a family discount. And she mentioned the baby mama showed up, and she immediately bounced. Even the side chick came with warning labels. But when your own blood is pushing you toward a predator because his money spends good, that's betrayal with compound interest. She was 18, fresh out of high school, and her brother's out here playing matchmaker with a fresh out of prison drug dealer. If that's not selling your sister for street credibility, I don't know what is. But I bet when everything went south, that same brother was nowhere to be found. Funny how the people who push you into danger are never around for the cleanup.
Okay, y'all, I had to put on my glasses. If y'all seen the last video, my ass cannot see. So I had to put on my glasses so I could see. That's why you see me at the end squinting or whatever. But okay, so where I left at, I believe I was on a part 2 where I was big. I was like 7 months pregnant and I ended up catching a COVID virus. Yada yada yada. So we still ain't think nothing of it. Mind you, me and the nigga, he ain't never mentioned nothing the whole time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't talking about it. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta say this because I never really understood why he never talked about it. You know what I'm saying? Because for number one, I feel like that is some serious shit you kick it with your partner with. Like, cause me, like, I'm different. I don't know. When I first found out about it, like, nigga, I was telling everybody, y'all. Like, everybody. And I was so fucking young. Like, you just don't know. It just fucked up my life and my mind at the time. I'm better now, but around that time or whatever, it just messed up my mind, and I just don't understand. Like, I was telling so many people, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I get it, don't get me wrong, because I just said it in my last video, I understand why people don't say anything, because motherfuckers judge you so fast. But what I'm saying is, when it comes down to anything like that, I have to tell my partner, you know what I'm saying? Like I have dated a couple people, regular people, you know what I'm saying? And I always kept it 100 with them. Period. And they choose to fuck with me or not. And they good, you know what I'm saying? One of them married, got kids, all that type of shit. Never had nothing. You know what I'm saying? The other one too. Like, so all I'm saying is just how you do stuff. Yeah, I just feel like you give that person a choice. But anyway, all right, back to the story. So, yeah, okay, so time, I got over my little flu or whatever the fuck I had, right? So I got over that. I end up having my son March 19th, right? Now, when I had my baby, when I had my middle son or whatever, he came out big as y'all. He was 8 pounds, 15 ounces. What? God was with me. He was healthy as like, he was good. They did all the tests on him. He was good. Ain't God good? God good. Okay, so boom, so he was good. All right, so now, we go home, I'm taking care of the baby, yada yada yada. Now it's some months flew past, right? So my baby gotta be like 5 or 6 months now, right? So this one night the nigga was out. I call him like, hey babe, you know what I'm saying, when you coming home? Oh yeah, I'll be home such and such. I'm like, all right, you know, just all right, come home. Boom, time was going by. 11 o'clock passed, 12 o'clock passed. The nigga went home, 1 o'clock passed. I end up calling him again. Send me straight to voicemail. Really? So then I end up calling again. Send me straight to voicemail. All right, so now I'm pissed because off top, I'm like, yeah, he would have, right? He would have. That nigga still, you know, cheating, doing what the he doing. So I'm up, you know, the baby sleep. I'm just up around the house just looking. I couldn't go to sleep because I knew he was up to no good. I knew he was doing dumb shit. So I end up, God told me, I keep on saying something told me, but God told me. So God told me to look through, you know, he had a box full of papers. You know, the niggas know, like when they get locked up, or the bitches know too, like when you get locked up and you go to prison and then you come home with all your stuff and he never took it out or whatever, but they just give you a big ass box full of your papers and all up in there. Okay, boom. So something just told me to look through that. So I end up looking through that. You know what I'm saying? Just on some board. Boom. I ran across the his records. You know what I'm saying? It was like some medical records. You know what I'm saying? So I'm get to looking. All right. And then I seen, you know, boom, tested for HIV positive. My heart dropped. No bullshit. So me not really knowing, I'm like, damn, like, is this real? You know what I'm saying? So instantly, because we were staying with my mom at the time, right? My mama had this big ass house on Burton or whatever the fuck. So it looked like, I ain't gonna lie, it looked like 2 apartments, like one upstairs, that's what we had, because it had a kitchen, it had a bathroom, all that, a bedroom up there, and then downstairs that was you know, where she was at. So it's like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Nigga, I run downstairs. I go to my mom. I'm like, Mom, get up. You know what I'm saying? Like I need you to see something like that. And she was like, what? You know, like what? And I was like, Mom, I need you to read this. Like, what this say? Like that. So my mama ended up getting up, you know, put on her glasses, which so she ended up put on her glasses and she was reading it. She was like, dang, Tank, because that's what she called me, but she was like, dang, Tank, like, well, say that, he got HIV, like that. She said, but just relax, you know what I'm saying? Bottom line, she was just like, just relax, chill, you know what I'm saying? Like, call the y'all gotta excuse me, the health department or whatever. It's right there on Fuller, clinic, where everybody go to get tested or whatever. So she was like, just call them early in the morning and we can go up there. All right, bet, nigga. When I tell y'all I could not sleep, I was up, just mind going. Matter of fact, I don't even think I went to sleep, to be honest. So boom, it was early in the morning, 7 o'clock, came around 8 o'clock. I think it was 8 o'clock when they opened or whatever the fuck. End up calling them ASAP. I'm like, nigga, like, I need to be seen ASAP. So boom, me and my mom, it was just us, we end up going up there. So then she came, they came and called my name and stuff like that. So I went in the back and all that type of stuff. So when I went in the back now, this lady, she was so cool. I would never forget her. Her name is Tanya. And she was like, you know, I told her the story, what happened. And she was like, you know, she was like, it's okay, you know, just calm down or whatever, relax. They took my blood, yada yada yada. So when they did I think she did a prick. I'm so sorry, y'all, it's so long ago. I think she did the prick first, right? I think Tanya did the prick first, and then it showed up there, because it showed up fast. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, yes. She was like, I'm sorry, Dorianda, like, you diagnosed with HIV. And I'm like, what the Now, mind you, I've been calling this nigga. All morning. He had to have like 60 missed calls from me. No bull. But whatever. So now they want to do, you know what I'm saying, just to make sure, because you know they sometimes be fucking up. They could say that you got something and you don't. So now I'm going to the back where they give you the blood drawn, like on your arm. So now by this time, when I'm sitting down, he called me instantly. I instantly was like, motherfucker, like, you gave me HIV? He like, his exact words, I would never forget, but his exact words was like, huh? What? How? And I'm like, motherfucker, you know how? Now remind you, since I'm reacting the way I'm reacting, they record me in there, right? Because you know that's a crime anyways. You know, I never followed pursuit. I never went down there personally and pressed charges. No, them motherfuckers picked it up because they I was so loud up in there, y'all. Like, I ain't even go front. I was loud. Everybody heard me. I was hurt, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm telling the truth. So I'm like, mother, you know, how the f*** you get that, blah, blah, blah. So I hang up on them. She end up doing a test or whatever. I think she said that we had to leave and they'll call me with the results or something like that. I don't, just to make sure or whatever. But she was like, until then, you know, you got to get on these meds, blah, blah, blah. She sent me to the place where I still go to this day. You know what I'm saying? I've been there for forever.
60 missed calls. This man saw her name light up his phone 60 times and still answered with, huh? What? How? That's not confusion. That's a rehearsed performance that deserves a Grammy for worst acting. But here's what's really twisted. Those HIV papers were just sitting in a box in their bedroom. Not hidden in a safe. Not locked away. Just chilling there like old tax returns. Either this man has the organizational skills of a toddler, or leaving evidence around was part of some sick thrill. Some men get off on the danger of almost getting caught. This one apparently got off on biological warfare. And when she called him from the health department, while they're literally drawing her blood, this man tried to gaslight her through the phone. The health department was recording everything because they knew this was going down in court. They had him dead to rights, recorded confession, victim testimony, medical evidence. This should have been a 20-year sentence, not a 10-month vacation. The justice system basically said a life was worth less than a year of his freedom. You get more time for stealing a car than this man got for stealing someone's entire future health.
Okay, so when this is part 3. So when I left the doctor's office or whatever, I end up going home and stuff. We all had a meeting at my house or whatever. And so my family came over. I ended up telling my close family, you know, my cousins, everybody. I ended up telling everybody that was close to me. And everybody was mad at him for a while, to the point to where they didn't want me around him. And cool. So I stayed away from him a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But then I end up getting back with him. He was apologizing to me. Now, at this time, though, when we did link back up, he was on a run because the marshal came after that ass. The marshal picked up my case, you know what I'm saying? Because they heard me up in the clinic, you know what I'm saying, the health department. They, you know, seen that. And the nurses must have reported it, though, too, you know what I'm saying? So they end up doing that. And so now he was on a run, basically. And he was on the news and all that type of stuff. So then So then even after that, he ended up going to jail. Oh no, let me say this though, right? Because even though everything happened what it happened, how it happened, he ended up, telling me, like, you know what I'm saying, like, can you drop the charges or whatever? Can you try to? And me being young and dumb, I'm like, yeah, okay, you know what I'm saying, but I won't. Yeah, I was young and dumb, because now that I'm looking back on shit, trust me, I would have did it totally different. You know what I'm saying? Not to say how it would have went down. I don't know how it would have went down, but it wouldn't have went down like that, right? So I remember this though, right, y'all? I end up going back. This how I know they don't play about that. I went back into the health department, right? And I was trying to change my story around. They took me in the back, the same room that I got tested in. They took me in the back. I tried to switch my story around. I you not. That lady, she had everything written on paper, like type. It seemed like the whole day when I was in there, like they was typing everything I said word from word. I swear to God, like, you just do not know. And it's crazy though, because I wanted to get that paper. Because me and him, we used to go back and forth. I won't say around that time, but later, like now, like nowadays or whatever, when we talk about it, because now he be talking about it more. And yes, I'm gonna say now, because we have a son together, and I will say our relationship is very much cordial, like we cool, it's no beef or whatever. I forgave, I moved on, you know what I'm saying? But now he be like, I told you, and I tried to tell you, and I'm like, dude, like, no, you didn't. I was trying to call them and get that paper, y'all, and I was this close to getting it, but they told me, like, after a certain amount of years, you know what I'm saying, they throw your stuff out, you know what I'm saying? Whatever that they had on file at the healthcare department, they don't have it no more of me, because, I wasn't going there a lot. I just went there for that. So I couldn't get it. I was trying to get the proof too, just so I could show him, like, dude, you know what I'm saying? I know what was said, but yeah, he ended up doing like some time, and then it was people was coming out too. It was like 2 other women that was saying it, but they remain anonymous or whatever. So they didn't want to get exposed, and I don't blame them. So they end up dropping or whatever, dropping out of the case or whatever. So he ended up pleading guilty to me. He pled guilty to me. He took a plea deal. So he pled guilty to me, and he did like 10 months, you know what I'm saying? Then he got out, and then when he got out or whatever, I still ended up being with the dude. And that didn't turn out well, because he still took me through hell after that. But yeah, but out of all that bullshit that I went through though, y'all, yeah, just know I went through hell and back. And I want to say this though too, I really do regret coming out like that. Like, if I happen to come out, I would just tell my partners, the world don't have to know, you know what I'm saying? And to correct anybody, we do have our own rights. The undetectable people, whether you like it or not. Now, this is the honest truth. It is Michigan law. I don't know about nowhere else, but it is Michigan law. If we're undetectable, boo, we don't have to tell you. We don't. That's just the law. If they're undetectable, which means that they can't pass anything to you, not at all. Not even if they get into a fucking blood fight with you. Like, there's no possible way you can get it. So that means they have their right to not to tell you. Don't fight me. I'm just a messenger. That's just the law. Me, on the other hand, like I said, I'm not really a secretive person. I have to, especially with my partner or somebody I'm dating, I'm going to be honest with them. But it's some people that don't have to. So, yeah, I just got to put that out there, because everybody be like, oh, no, they have to. And people be wanting people to expose their business. And I'm like, calm the down, because we don't have to tell y'all. Undetectable people don't have to tell y'all if they don't want to. They don't. So if I was y'all, I would just start checking my chart. That's gonna be your best bet.
She went back to him. After the diagnosis, after the arrest, after finding out there were other women. And before you hit those comments with pick-me energy, remember, she was 20, had his baby, and her entire family normalized this disaster. That's not just bad judgment, that's Stockholm Syndrome with a medical bill. But here's the part that should terrify everyone watching. According to Michigan law, if you're undetectable, you don't have to disclose your HIV status at all. So, while she's on TikTok trying to destigmatize HIV, there's probably someone on a date right now who has no idea what they're walking into. Because legally, they don't have to tell you. 15 years later, she's still protecting his identity while co-parenting with her predator. Still making excuses. Still treating this like a relationship problem instead of what it actually was. Attempted murder in slow motion. And those other women who came forward but stayed anonymous. They're out there somewhere, living with the same secret, probably watching these TikToks wondering if they should speak up too. 10 months. That's all he got for destroying multiple lives. Meanwhile, she's serving a life sentence. But at least she's talking about it. Most victims never do. They just disappear into the statistics, while men like him serve their semester in jail and move on to the next victim.